Hey, wait. Today I will be tasting four cheeses sandwich and seafood sandwich, both from Lidl. I've pre-opened them because it creates issues. But both of them, when I tried to open the tap, is it visible? There you go. It still ripped off. Sorry, it didn't open. It ripped off by the seal. So I think the either the plastic is too weak or the seal is too strong. But these are quite different from the usual sandwiches, right? I have never seen a sandwich with four cheeses before, but this is what it looks like. Smells a bit of sour cream, but let's dig in. My bias with this one is a bit different because I have already drank a plenty shake from Jimmy Joy, so my body already has some sugar in it, and uh, my hypothesis is that the sugar mutes injection of sugar mutes other tastes, like it makes the food less delicious. This is still delicious though. Maybe not sugar itself, but just the more you eat, the less delicious the food tastes, and the less you feel the need to eat more. This the I just took it out of the refrigerator, so it is cold, and the bread is firmer. British, innit? The bread is firmer. You can feel the different cheeses inside, like because some are softer, some are firmer, because some are soft and some are firmer. You can really tell the cheeses apart. Now, this could be because I had already had something to eat, but I would say that just a tiny bit, the feeling feels a bit watery, maybe. That is nice. I will probably buy more, but I might also buy smoked chicken breast, sliced chicken breast, and add that to it. Because when ordering pizza, that's where I know the flavor of four cheeses or different numbers, mostly from is the pizza. But what I would almost always do is I would add meat to it, either tuna or chicken or anything, but I would always add meat. To me, pizza isn't pizza if there's no meat in it. It needs meat. Mm. This is the seafood one. Now, I don't have much experience with seafood in general, so I couldn't really tell you what they taste like. But I do internally, I feel that I have a bit of a negative bias towards seafood. Maybe because in Slovenian seafood is called sea fruits, and I'm not the biggest fan of fruits and vegetables. But let's give it a try. Open mind. It smells sweet. Yeah. It also tastes sweet, but it has that tang, the zing of seafood, or like of the sea of the ocean. Like you can immediately tell what they were going for. Like you see the image at the top, those sticks. I guess they're called seafood sticks, probably. It tastes like this, but it's nice. I like it. I probably wouldn't buy it again, not because it's bad, but because among the four that I've tasted from Lidl, so chicken, tuna, four cheeses, and this seafood, I prefer the three over this one. But I think the reason I prefer the other three over this one is just because this tastes sweet, and I feel that I don't know if this is true, but in my imaginative memory, seafood like usually tastes sweet. And as I've talked in one of the previous videos, I favor more bitter and sour. That's why, like, if I drink coffee, I don't put any sugar in it. I don't put any sugar into tea. I don't even buy sugar. I don't own sugar. I looked in that direction because that's where my food is. 2 kilos. I bought this one, which is vaporized. I don't really know what it means. I imagine that it might mean that they've boiled it beforehand or steamed it. But I bought this one and then 2 bags of normal rice. I think Carolini or something like that. Another important note: my recent times have been a bit stressful, so I've got a mouth ulcer, which is painful, but it also I feel dampens my taste receptors. The food doesn't taste as flavorful in general. Like even when I had the first meal today, the coffee plenty shake, there was basically no flavor for me. But once it goes away, the ulcer, stress ulcer, or I think they might be even called the source, might be something different. I'm not certain. I would show you, but it's not a pretty sight. The flavor will return. What I have noticed is that that when I sweat, the plenty shake, the coffee plenty shake, after eating it, when I sweat, I can like smell coffee. Gotta sit upright. But yeah, these are both of these, even though from my perspective they're like a new flavor, maybe even time limited. They still cost 1.49 euros. 1.49 euros. In February, after I lost my job, I created dating profiles on Phil, Bumble, and Hinge. But since then, I have deleted my profiles on Phil and Bumble. So at the moment, I've only got Hinge, and I've recently matched with someone, and what I've noticed regarding my behavior is that I write a lot. And before yesterday, I hadn't realized how much I write because Hinge, the app, is quite terrible to write on. So what I do is I go to Google Docs and I write there. And yesterday I checked the word count and it was like 3,000. 3,000 words in a day. In just one sitting. The seafood is good, and people that like seafood, unless if they're like strictly eating premium, which probably tastes different, I feel that they would really like this one. Seafood. What's it called in Portuguese? Delicias, delicias do mar, delicias do mar, mar. I think something like that. Portuguese is the final for out here. 3,000 words. But I didn't text them the person. They also wrote a lot, so it's a proportion. I didn't verify, but Gemini, the Google's app, Gemini said that that's more words than what Stephen King writes every day when he's writing novels. Makes you think that maybe I should focus this energy into writing novels of my own. Mm. The tastes between these two are really distinct. I'm just thinking smoked chicken breasts in here. I have a really soft spot for smoked chicken breasts, to the point that I would eat them almost as dessert, or even just as a snack. Like if I had them, I would constantly just open a pack and no. I just can't stop myself eating them. But if they're of poor quality and they get all slimy, that I find off-putting. So I need to straighten my back. So it does need to be of it doesn't have to be premium, but of good quality. Would you believe that it tastes cheesy? It tastes cheesy. The seafood one has the seafood sandwich has 0.3% more sugar than this. So it's basically the same. But the taste, this one really has, or I guess had, because it's finished, that pleasant bitterness and creaminess, like solid creaminess of cheese. So it's really pleasant. But yeah, that's it. I've got a bunch of noodles that I still want to try. But that's it for sandwiches. Even these ones, see here, the best before date or used before date was today. So it really was a great time to eat them. Of course, food stays good even after the date. You just have to smell it and look at it. But generally, it still stays longer, especially if you refrigerate it. But yeah, delicious. This is my future. Anyways, thanks for watching.